If you've got a Line6 Pod Go, I'm going to show you how you can use this to audition actual pedals with your gear at home without having to go to the music store or without raping the environment by shipping cardboard back and forth to Sweetwater. We're going to learn how to do that today, right here on Geargasms. Hi everybody, welcome to Geargasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Yes, I'm going to show you how to do just what I promised. I've not been rolling with these homies. This is a real thing. I got this idea because when I had a Line6 AX2 way back in the day, there were a couple amp models that made me fall in love with certain amps, Mesa Boogie being one of them. And so later on, I went and actually bought the amp, and it was so close. So now everybody knows in the Pod Go and the latest generation of Line6 products, the pedals are very, very good. And so I'm going to show you how you can take this Pod 6 and you can go sort of pedal shopping with your own gear in your own house. Just a second, but first I'm going to ask you, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. This channel is kind of like the Line6 Spider 4. You're going to want to ask, why did you even make this? Celebrate mediocrity. But you can actually take that unit, and it has an enormous array. We'll just talk about dirt pedals for this video. Oh, an enormous amount of dirt pedals, all your favorites. You can try them out. Now the scenario when you go into a music store, say you've got a couple of amps at home, you've got a Blues Junior, you've got an Orange, you've got a Marshall, whatever. You go to your local music store, you're thinking about buying a tube screamer, or maybe you want to try the OCD or whatever, or a clean boost. You're gonna end up plugging that gear into stuff that's not even close to your gear. They're gonna have a Princeton reverb there. It's not what you have. But generally that's a real tough experience to know whether you're gonna like a pedal. Sure, you can watch demos, but again, those are people playing stuff that's not your gear. Now what a lot of people do, they do the Sweetwater shuffle. They just order it from Sweetwater, they get it at their house, they use the 60-day return or whatever it is, 90-day return, and they try it with all their gear and they decide they like it and they ship it back. But come on, bro, that's not good for anyone. But one thing I got thinking about is when I bought my tube screamer, I wanted to make sure that I knew it would work with the Marshall, but I was just curious to see would it work with the Orange. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pretend that we're pedal shopping. We're going to just be focusing on the dirt aspect of our board. And we want to do 3 or 4 pedals. We want to grab 3 or 4 pedals and put them on a board. We're going to do it with the Line6. Another thing that we're going to do along the way, you'll see as we do that, we're going to build a 4-pedal pedal board with those exact pedals on it. So now that I've convinced you that our friends Cheech and Chong had nothing to do with this idea, let's jump in and see if it works. Okay, the signal path for this is I'm running the amp out into the Blues Junior. No tricks. I just picked a blank preset. You can do that in user presets. Now obviously there's something already there, including an amp. What we want to do is go in, change the view, and go in and turn everything off, particularly this guy. See me push this button? I'm gonna turn the cab sim off. All right, so now what we should have is just the Blues Junior, just that. Now I'm using my Charvel DK24HH. Well, I got serious business to do. This is the guitar because it does single coil and double coil stuff so well. We got nothing. Everything is off. We have maybe just a single channel amp. And so we want a situation where we can hit a pedal, radically change the tone of it.
Do you wish me success?
We're not made of money. So before we go to the store or start buying stuff from Sweetwater and returning it, we are gonna use these pedals that are built in here. So the first thing I was interested in, I want to try the clean boost. This is the Kinky Boost. It's the exotic, the EP Boost. It's supposedly just a transparent clean boost. So this is without it. So we can get some Bryan Adams-y stuff with that. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to the store just yet, but I do know if I get that boost, I can make it work with the old Blues Junior. Now, a couple of things we didn't do. Let's just pretend we got the boost in front of us. How does it sound with the drive down? We don't want to give it a whole lot of hair, but we do want the boost on. So let's hear A-B that. Now, that gives you a nice volume jump without the hair on it. I really like that. That's kind of what I would want a clean boost to do, is just make it jump up but not change the tone. Them two buttons together is save. Grr, grr, grr. Then I hit this and I'm saving it. Why am I doing that? Because I don't want to have to come back and fart around with it. Now, let's turn that sucker off. Let's try another pedal. It's like we're at the store, bro. Let's do a screamer. It's coming in with the gain halfway up and the level up. Oh, did you hear how it took a boxy amp and it made it even boxier? But you can have a lot of fun with that. You can instead give it a lot more screamer and a lot more level, so when it comes in it is even more rude. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of be a little more reasonable here. We want it to just bring the level up a little bit and just a little. Let's go half of the fuzz. Let's see the before after. I'll give you a new chord. Yeah, so I think if I'm gonna, let's just pretend this is my like virtual board. If I'm gonna take a spot on the board with a screamer for this, and I'm gonna use it with the Blues Junior, I'm probably gonna wanna make sure that people understand that something has changed. So if I hit the A chord, that's where we're gonna leave it. We'll go back to this other view. We have added just a screamer and a kinky boost. Let's try it together. Have we tried it together? I don't think we have. That screamer. Yeah, I like that. It's subtle. It just makes it cut through a little bit. We're gonna add another pedal. Now, we're out of spots at the front, right. We got some spots on the back. So now I got a boost, and now I got the screamer. I can get like halfway there with still that Blues Junior. Oh, I suck. Suck so hard. So we got our 1-2 punch there at the beginning of our board. Let's add more dirt. I have always wanted to try the OCD pedal. I always hear that gets mentioned a lot for if you just want a pedal that you just stomp on and go. They say that's a good one. And wouldn't you know, we got one in right here. It's called Compulsive Drive. You get it? OCD. So we're going to activate it. Gains a little over halfway, tones halfway. Peak type low. Interesting. Version V2. Interesting. I know the suspense is killing you. That peak type. See that? Oh, let's try the versions. V4. I like V2 better. I switched to single coil. That kind of rocks. Ga ga ga, it's saved. Let's go back to this other view. So we're jamming. Somebody in the crowd yelled, turn it up. All right.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Let's try it like this. So yeah, what you got here now is you got yourself a 3 dirt pedal board. Oh, I know. Let's go with something sick. Da 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 da. Heavy dist. Where are you? Pro tip, you get problems like that, go all the way over here and you see that gate. Oh, there you go. So much nicer. So you can have 4 pedals, apparently, it looks like. You can also use the EQ or whatever, but you can have 4 independent pedals if you want to use this as a virtual pedal board. But it gives you a way to sort of use the Pod Go sort of like an HX Stomp. And it also gives you a way to audition pedals. So let's hear the Blues Junior. Let's hear it with the Metal Zone. So now we have a preset that has 4 dirt pedals on it that we can play around. We could take this unit from amp to amp. Let's just say those are the 4 we've been shopping around for and that we want to buy. Now that we have this preset saved, we can just take it to another amp, yo. You got more than 1 amp? You don't want to buy a pedal that only works with 1 amp, do you? Do you? Now we could take it and make sure that it works with other amps. All of this before going to the store. All right, so I've switched over to the orange because we're going to sort of try that same concept. And remember, we're sort of serving 2 masters here as concepts. You can use your Pod Go, some presets to build like little on-the-go pedal boards, or you can use your Pod Go to audition real pedals that you're going to buy and you're going to put together. And if you're like me, I live in both worlds. I have a couple of real pedal boards, and I got this. So of course we are on the orange CR120. It is solid state, and we will check and see if our pedals that we're going to buy or our virtual pedal board we built in the Pod Go is going to actually work with the orange. So let's start off. We'll go back to the main view. Remember, this is our guy. We got our friend, the EP Boost, the exotic EP Boost. Yeah, it almost has the same effect of switching to the humbucker. So we know if we get the EP Boost, it can still be on the board. We're probably not going to use it with the orange. All right, so we know that the screamer in that same mode will work on the clean of that. So we're gonna now hit it again. Let's try the OCD with it. I went to double coil. There's single coil. Double coil. It sounds better with double coil. I actually like it with both.
That's what she said.
So again, if I'm getting an OCD, will it work with the orange? All hells yeah. Yeah, you could, a little bit of extra sauce on that. You could get away with that. How about the Kinky Boost with it? it actually tightens up a little bit.
That's what
the
she
metal
said.
zone. We have to say it in hushed, reverential tones. It is both loved and hated. It's the metal zone. Well, I'm in axe grinder, pile driver. Mama says that I never ever mind her. I'm insane, got no brain. I'm probably not playing this right. Teacher says that I'm one big pain, yeah. God, I feel like Chris Hughes all of a sudden. I want to just jump in a swimming pool and down a fifth of whiskey while my horrified mom looks on. I put the clean boost with the metal zone. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so that's what's up. That is what is up. I ain't even left my house. I was able to try 4 pedals I've been really trying to get my hands on, and I made some kind of stupid little multi-gain board that works with 2 amps. Well, what did we learn today? We learned that you can take the Line6 Pod Go and you can actually use it to audition reasonable digital facsimiles of real pedals at home with your gear. We also learned that you can take the Line6 Pod Go and those very same pedal configurations, and you can save just sets of pedals as presets. So you can have a bunch of different boards. You can have them like per song, per use, per jam session, per band. If you're in multiple bands, there's so many different things you can do just using the Pod Go. And finally, we learned that I got to live 2 dreams in one video. I got to try both the OCD and the infamous Boss Metal Zone. That's a win-win for me, even if it was a loss for you all.
Loser!
As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell some of your embarrassing, ratty, moochy, ghetto, government cheese eating Section 8 trailer park friends about Geargasms. You know they're going to fit in here perfectly. You can buy a t-shirt or a wide array of merchandise on our spring store, and you can help support the channel. The link is in the description. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Brian Wilson about it. He's just going to sit in the corner and shit his pants. And we all know he's doing it on purpose just so he can go home. But play more guitar. Watch less of this. Keep coming back here week after week for more Geargasms.